Hello and welcome. It's your Tia Cloud. And you know, when summer comes around, besides wearing our swimsuits and playing out in the water, it's time to meal prep because we want to have a lot of fun in the sun. Don't skip ahead because my sister's going to show you some amazing tips to keep this meal well organized and ready to fry when you're ready to fry. Now let's get ready to fry these delicious shredded beef and potato taquitos.
To your Instant Pot, you want to add your water, your chicken bouillon, black pepper, 1 whole garlic, 1 onion, 1 juicy tomato, and 2 guajillo chiles. Make sure to remove the stem and your seeds. I've chopped the pieces of our chuck roast, and we're just gonna add all those pieces. Place your lid on your Instant Pot and seal the deal. We are gonna pressure cook for 40 minutes. While we're cooking our beef, we're gonna get started on our potatoes. To your pot of boiling water, you wanna add 1 bay leaf and your chopped potatoes. Usually I would say to boil this for about 10 to 15 minutes, but today we are gonna boil these potatoes for 15 to 20 minutes. We want them to be nice and soft, almost mushy, fall apart. Now, if we would have kept that in the Instant Pot, we would not have seen those potatoes, and we still want to taste them and we want to see them. Our Instant Pot beef is done, and what I've done is I've taken out our pieces of chuck. We're gonna place that into our stand mixer. And I've also brought along our tomato, our garlic, and our onion. And all I did was squeeze out the garlic because we put it in whole, and just use the garlic part. Now you can remove the peel. So go ahead and add all the rest of the ingredients, including that little juice, into your stand mixer. Can you do this without a stand mixer? You sure can. You can do this by hand, but I find that for this particular recipe and the texture I want to achieve, it's best in the stand mixer.
It could be a hand mixer as well too, right?
A hand mixer, yeah, that'll work as well. So I'm gonna start shredding our beef just a little bit before we add our potatoes. I'm gonna start low, and then I'm just gonna pick up the speed, gauging what my beef is looking like in there. And that's how you want your beef, nice, shredded, tender, juicy. And you want it juicy so that these potatoes can absorb that flavor. Go ahead and add your potatoes. And we're gonna give this another quick mix. And boom, done. We're ready to start filling our taquitos. And this is the best part, to taste your filling and see if you need a little bit more salt. For this particular recipe, the beef and the potato absorb all the flavor, so we do need a little bit of extra salt. Go ahead and mix that around and set it to the side. Before you roll your tacos, you wanna warm up your tortillas, and you wanna make sure that they're warm enough and soft enough for us to roll. And I like to keep the tortillas nice, soft, and warm in here, my little tortilla basket. In this bowl, I have all-purpose flour and enough water to hydrate the flour and make a little glue. Since I am gonna be making meal prep tacos and placing them in my freezer, I am gonna be using the glue for them today. Take your corn tortilla, and the side of the tortilla that you see the little lines is the one you want facing up. Go ahead and add your glue and place your desired amount of filling. Next, you just want to roll it up. And I have a lot of videos on rolled tacos, so many different ways to roll it up, but this is super easy. And boom, done! These trays work great for meal prepping. As you can see, I place a layer of parchment paper at the bottom and divide by layer. So all I do is place the parchment paper, and then I'm gonna continue to stack it up. We are done rolling our tacos, and with the amount that I have in the description area, you get anywhere from 50 to 55 rolled tacos. And what I like to do is I like to place my salsa right here in this little section, and I place this in the freezer. This is super helpful if you guys have family members at work all day, if you're co-parenting and your ex needs a little quick meal for the kids. It guarantees that your family is eating healthy and you guys are all happy. Set your burner on a medium heat, and if you have really thin tortillas, you might have to lower it down just a tad bit.
Can you drop these into the air fryer as well?
Of course you can.
Okay. Asking for a friend.
Perfect.
I'm really loving this glue action instead of the toothpicks.
I'm not fond of the toothpick method. I've been back and forth with the Views Club for a few years now, and I think that what works best is the glue method, especially if you're making them for meal prep or for somebody else, because you never know if they can handle placing it in here or it falls apart. You have to have a habit built for that, you know, so it's definitely helpful.
And it lends for uniformity.
Yes, it does.
But I will say with the toothpick method, when you have the holes in there, the salsa gets right on in there.
It sure does. You're so bad. And boom, done, amigos. Go ahead and turn your burner off, and we're ready to serve. Remember not to place your rolled tacos on a paper towel or anything like that. You want to get like a wire rack, something similar to this, or even, let me show you. You can use a strainer or a little wire basket, place a plate under it, and just let the oil strain by itself, and they'll stay crispy this way. If you put them with a paper towel, you're gonna produce steam, and there is no crispy rolled taco. Place your burner on a medium heat. I like to roast in a cast iron or over the stovetop, but lately I've been really liking this cast iron pan. So you wanna place your red bell pepper, a jalapeño, a poblano, and you want to make sure that they're nice and charred. But we need to make some space because we're going to be roasting more ingredients. And what makes a great salsa is a deliciously roasted tomato, right? Oh, they're dancing. Somebody's excited. Not just the Views Club. These tomatoes are ready to make some salsa. Ow! Go ahead and place your purple onion. If you don't happen to have purple onion, that's okay. You can use yellow or white, but we want to make sure that they're nice and roasted.
The excitement for the salsa.
Yeah, it's so good. Everybody in my family loves it. Anybody that tries this salsa is completely fascinated with it because you can adjust your spice, but it's just so mysterious. Go ahead and add your garlic. And the first ones that are going to be coming out is the garlic, so keep an eye on those. And let's hang tight while it gets roasting. So that doesn't mean you get to roast me today, okay?
I'm not gonna.
That's not what this means.
I only do that off camera. And occasionally on camera.
Once you've roasted all your ingredients, place them into a bowl. I'm gonna place a lid over my container to allow our peppers to sweat, and that makes it easier to peel the roasted parts. For those of you that skipped really fast, we've already removed the roasted parts from our peppers. They're nice and clean, and we're just gonna pour all our ingredients in here. All that sweaty juice, you want it in your salsa.
It was not the Views Club Junior. They never skip.
It wasn't the Views Club Junior.
Oh my goodness, that jalapeno is so strong.
You know, once you roast the jalapeno, it does get a little bit spicier, but it's definitely worth the flavor because you'll know that salsa, after a day or so, it loses its heat. It really does.
That's true.
So go ahead and add your cilantro. Now, for those of you that don't eat a bowl of salsa in one day, that's okay. Go ahead and add a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice to this recipe, and you'll see that it will last a little bit longer in your refrigerator.
I learned that from you, how to preserve my salsas, because you don't always have lime or lemon in your salsas when you're in Mexico or at a fiesta.
You really don't. Somebody did mention that on the channel, and you really don't. You just pour your stuff in there, blend your salsa, and dip your chips and put it on your tacos. It's super quick and easy. But for those of us that do like to preserve it, add a little bit of citrus and that'll help you. Also make sure you salt this properly or else you're gonna lose a lot of flavor when you're making a roasted salsa. So go ahead and add your salt. And now we're just gonna blend until it's smooth. I don't know why I get so excited to blend, okay? And boom, done. Some of you might be asking yourselves, Steph, can you freeze your salsa? Guess what? You sure can.
You can even can it, but that's a different recipe.
I'll have to show you. Say ah. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, amigos, these are so amazing. Thank you for showing everybody what they look like on the inside. A lot of you asked me for the recipe for the ones that are like the freezer aisle. And I'm telling you, amigos, when you mix your protein in your mixer, you're gonna get that softness. And the best part is that you're able to make a lot more rolled tacos if you mix it with the potatoes. So I use 2 potatoes. If you guys have teenagers or boys, because I've been chatting with a lot of moms, we have boys and they always wanna eat. So go ahead and add extra potatoes in there for the filler and you're gonna fill them up.
Or if you have daughters like us that love to eat.
You guys know Cloud and I can get down.
I'm only 5'5" and I'm a tiny little thing, but I love to eat. It's sister taco time. Woo! It's a thing now, you guys.
I'm gonna eat all of these. This salsa hits a spot.
And I love this feeling because it's not like your traditional feeling in a way. It has more of a, I don't know, what's the word? Like when you go out to eat, that's the kind of feeling that you get and you always wonder what's in there, right?
You know, it has that melt in your mouth feel.
Yes, that's what it is.
And how many are you gonna have of these?
6. Oh, good.
I'm so involved with these tacos that all you guys get is this. A little side to side today.
Today we understand. They're that good. Warning, warning. This young lady has had 3 rolled tacos and they're highly addictive. But it's better this than something else. Just make sure you're drinking water and you're going for your walks.
As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios.